Have you tried losing weight but end up quitting because you can't eat your favorite foods? Or have you tried to find healthier ways to eat your favorite foods and incorporate them into your weight loss? If the answer is yes, then I highly suggest you continue sticking around and watching this video. First off, I want to thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, my name is Vanessa. I'm a mom of 3, and I'm on a weight loss journey using WW Blue Plan. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I have just recently hit my 40-pound weight loss using WW, which I'm so excited. So excited. It was my first small goal. I've hit it, and now I'm on to losing the last 28 pounds to hit my goal. But let's be real, if I would not have made these food swaps and not incorporated these foods into my diet, I would have probably given up, because I would have wanted these foods and tried to eat them and then considered myself cheating. But we're not doing that. So I'm going to share those with you, the few that I have, or 15. Number 1. I'm going to have a few of these sitting next to me, but I don't have all of them. So if I don't have them with me, then I'll put a picture on the screen. But number 1 is Greek yogurt, non-fat, plain Greek yogurt. So this can be used in place of sour cream. And as you've seen, I have put them in my eggs. I put them in my casseroles. I put it in 2-ingredient dough, and I also just sub it for sour cream. It tastes the exact same, and this is 0 points on Weight Watchers, which is freaking awesome. All right, and number 2 are corn tortillas, or these Ole Wellness high fiber low carb tortillas. Both of these I use for different things. These I use for Mexican street tacos, which are a staple on Taco Tuesday. We do shrimp tacos. These are 1 point each, so you can have 3 tacos for 3 points, not including your filling. And then these are 1 point each, and these are amazing. So these, I use them for pizza crust. I use them for wraps. I use them for quesadillas. So many things. You can use them for whatever you want. And at 1 point each, like, be creative, do whatever you want. But just, let's see here. The other day I made quesadillas and we used regular flour tortillas. They were 6 points each for 1 tortilla. What? So these are 1 point each and so much better. I highly suggest them. They're a staple, always. And my hubby's home. Is it a meet the hubby time? Should we meet the hubby? And your sunglasses and his new hat. It's his birthday. He's 29. He's old. Hubby. Hi, hubby. He went and got us food, so he's gonna grill. And number 3 is just using, for me, self-rising flour instead of all-purpose. Now, there's not a huge, difference here, besides self-rising already has the baking powder or the baking soda, whichever one it is, and the salt already mixed in. So I buy that instead of having to measure out baking soda and salt into all-purpose flour. With the self-rising, that is the main ingredient for the WW 2-ingredient dough. And that is every single week a staple here. We use it in place of ordering pizza, which leads me to number 4, which is making your own pizza at home and not getting delivery. And making your own pizza using 2-ingredient dough. So 1 slice of pizza ends up being, it can be like anywhere between 10 and 20 points for 1 slice. Versus if you make it at home with the 2-ingredient dough, you put your own toppings, your own kind of cheese, your own sauces, you can make the entire pizza for 10 to 15 points and eat the whole thing versus only eating 1 slice. So I always choose making my own pizza at home so I can eat more. We all love pizza. We have to eat more of it, so just it's easy. And my husband, he loves it. It's like his new favorite food. Number 5 for me, again, another staple, is subbing your regular whatever cheese you use for the Sargento or store brand ultra thin cheese. I normally get provolone or Swiss. Those I know are 1 point a slice, or you can have 2 slices for 3 points. Uh-oh, my toddler's coming in here. You can also do like I think they have Colby Jack ultra thin, and they also have cheddar. Those are normally 2 points a slice, but I know regular cheese is anywhere from 3 to 4 points a slice. What are you doing? What are you doing? Isn't this cheese yummy? Yeah, do you love it? Yeah, even my kids love it. And then you're eating real cheese if you're against the like fat-free items and stuff, which I'm not against using fat-free, sugar-free things. You're gonna see some of those in this, but at least with the ultra thin, you're getting real cheese, and it's just thin slice. And I use this on my sandwiches. I use it on my pizza, so that's a way to keep your pizza low in points. Eat a slice for a snack. The options are endless. All right, and on to number 6 is these things. So the Johnsonville turkey cheddar brats. These are 3 points each. She always wants to be in the video, so here she is. Anyways, these are 3 points each. And the ones we used to get were like the same brand, Johnsonville, or sometimes maybe Eckridge or something. And those are 7 to like 10 points each for the ones we used to get. So if you can find these, they're really good. And they kind of get that craving out of the way of the regular kind of brats. All right, camera girl. But yeah, so get those 3 points each, and then saves you a lot of points, and then you still get that craving. You can throw them on the grill and good to go. 7 is not a healthy one, but used to be a wino. We'll say that. To where I loved red wine. Like, that was my alcohol of choice if I was going to drink it. I never drank liquor. I never drank anything else. It was just I'd have a few glasses of wine. Of course, I'm not measuring that because, no. But now I have to measure wine, and when you realize what real 5 ounces is, it's not much at all. And red wine it's 4 or 5 points for 5 ounces, which is like that much. We're used to, I would have like my whole glass, fill it. So that ends up being actually more, I don't know, 12 to even 20 points sometimes just on wine. So I kind of just backed off that a lot, and now I drink more of the seltzers. White Claw, Bud Light, Trulies, whatever. I know it's a very distinct taste, and not everyone likes them. And at first I was kind of unsure about them, but now I love them. And they're only 3 points each. So if you're really wanting to like have a few drinks with friends at a bonfire or something like that, those are great to bring along, and you can drink 3, 4, 5 of them even if you wanted to for a lot less points than just like 2 glasses of wine. So that's kind of my sub. You know, sometimes you need to drink wine when you're a mom of 3. Or a seltzer. It's okay. No one's judging you. We're at number 8, and number 8 is spinach. So we all know what spinach is. I use spinach in place of iceberg lettuce. Most of us know iceberg lettuce just doesn't really have a lot of nutrients to it. There's just not much to it. It's lettuce. So I sub it for spinach, and then you're getting so much more. You're getting so much more with the spinach. You're getting a lot more nutrients out of it. It's a lot healthier. And it's basically lettuce. So it's a good choice. It's a good swap. It's very healthy compared to, wine. And number 9, my next one is subbing grilled chicken for crispy. Or, vice versa. Eating grilled chicken, not crispy chicken. And that's, if you do go out to eat, if you go through drive-thru and want to get a salad, we're used to, I would get a crispy chicken salad. Now I'll get a grilled chicken salad. Grilled chicken on blue is 0 points. So it's much better to swap it for that. Now sometimes I still do have crispy chicken at home, but I'll make it, I'm not going to fry it. I'll use panko, I'll put ranch seasoning, something like that on it, and lower the points to make it crispy. But most of the time I'm gonna eat it grilled. It's healthier and it's easy and it's much less points. All right, and number 10 is my bread. which used to I would just go to the store, get whatever bread. I didn't care. It was just wheat bread, white bread, whatever. Now I try to do more of the 35 to 45 calorie sliced bread, which is, Aunt Millie's or the Sara Lee bread. And sometimes I'll do like Dave's Killer Bread, thin sliced, which is really good too. But those breads are 1 point per slice or 2 points per slice. And that keeps the points low for bread, but it's still your bread. You're still eating bread. You don't have to cut out bread. Just eat lower calorie bread. And that's an easy swap. I think those two breads are pretty good, the Aunt Millie's and the Sara Lee bread. And I love the Dave's Killer Bread, but that one is the 2 points a slice. For 11, it's probably not what you consider healthy either. I don't really consider it healthy, but it is a swap that has saved my life, and I will continue to use it, and that is skinny syrups. I use Jordan's. I get them from Marshall's every single week almost. I'm going to Marshall's. I dart over to the aisle where they are, and I try to find any of the Jordan skinny syrup. So used to, I would go to Starbucks, and I think I've said it before, I would get the Trenta cold brew, white mocha, peppermint, all that. I've already told you the points of that. It's, a lot. So these are, let's see here, 0 calories. So 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything, and they are delicious. So I have tons. I got the pumpkin ones this last week at Marshall's, but I've got pumpkin, vanilla, mocha, birthday cake, caramel fudge waffle, salted caramel, so many different flavors, and they are so good. So I just use a tiny bit. They are so concentrated, and then I add a little bit of my sugar-free creamer versus, going to Starbucks, getting a super high point coffee, using their syrups, or versus me used to where I would just heavy pour my creamer, like probably would use 6 to 8 tablespoons because it's so easy to do that when you aren't measuring it. I love them. I will buy every single flavor here soon because I love coffee. I'm an addict, and it's nice to have those lower point options and just having them readily available. Number 12 is my sugar substitute, which I use a monk fruit. This one is the Better Body Foods. See if I can get it closer, if it'll concentrate. And it's a 0 calorie, 0 sugar, everything substitute. And it is a more natural one. I mean, don't quote me on that. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, it's probably still not 100% chemical free or anything like that, but I know that it tastes so good. It tastes like sugar. It looks like sugar. It's the same ratio as sugar, and it's used in a lot of my desserts with my sweet tooth. So I'll use it. I made dessert egg rolls the other day. I did post those on my Instagram. They were so good. And I rolled the egg roll before I air fried it in a cinnamon monk fruit sugar mixture. So sugar, we all know, is high in points. It raises every point if there's a lot of sugar in it. So this is 0. You do want to make sure with the monk fruit ones, though, that they are 0 calorie, because I think there is some with points. This one I showed you is no points. It is 0, and it is really good. So I'd highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. 13, which it's going to sound cliche. I know. But it's subbing your meals out for meals at home. You know exactly what's going in your food. You know how to cook your food. You know to measure your food. You know what oils or butter or whatever it's cooked in versus going out to eat. Yeah, say I'm going to go order a grilled chicken at Chili's or whatever. If you don't ask them to not cook it in butter or oil, it's probably being cooked in butter and oil, which adds points to your chicken, but you're not tracking them. So if you're at home, if you put those things in there, and it makes it easier. And I know it is hard to cook at home all the time. I used to want to eat out all the time, but that was kind of, I feel like, what grounded me and what helped me lose a lot of my weight is just making sure to eat at home as often as we can and try to cook as much as you can, food prep, do whatever you got to do, but really try to limit how much you're eating out and how much you're getting fast food going through drive-through, because all that added stuff, it really does add up. Number 14 for me is a ice cream replacement. Before I started WW, we had a serious Dairy Queen addiction. And I mean, probably twice a week we were getting large blizzards. And I realized fast on WW how not WW friendly blizzards are. So I started getting Halo Top or Aldi brand, which is Sunday Shop. This actually is my preference. I prefer Aldi brand. And this one is the mint chip. I love it. It is so good. It is 280 calories and 20 grams of protein in the whole pint. Versus Dairy Queen can probably be like 1,500 calories for one blizzard or more, or maybe just slightly less. And don't get me wrong, I have had 2 blizzards since being on WW. I had one last week. I was craving it, but I did track it into my points. This, you can have the whole pint for like 13 points, which is awesome. It is not bad at all. Or if you're having, you know, like sometimes I will microwave Fiber One brownies or something and then just take a quarter or half of a cup and put this on top, and it makes a really good dessert and low point, but it's a staple. Like I always have either Halo Top or the Aldi brand of this. It's really, really, really good. Last but not least is another dessert. Y'all know, I know. So yes, no, it's not very healthy, but it is a swap that I made that has helped me, and that is, yeah, Oreo Thins. That's a little closer. For regular Oreos, which I think most of us get double stuffed, right? Yeah, okay. Now that we're on the same page, I had to kind of obviously not eat those anymore, but Oreos started making Oreo Thins. And the double stuffed Oreos, you can have 2 for 6 points. 2. That's nothing. Versus the Oreo Thins, you can have 4 for 6 points. So I try to get the Oreo Thins, and you can use them. I've used them in the bottom of little Oreo cheesecakes, or I'll just have 4 and eat them as a cookie, or sometimes I'll even just crush them up, put them on top of Cool Whip, and then fake myself out of a Oreo Blizzard. And that's a good way to use them too, but it's a good swap, and it makes it easier, and you don't feel like you're cutting out Oreos completely if you're craving them like I always do, so it helps a lot. I have so many more of these swaps I've made. You too will get so many more as you're going along in your journey. You'll learn different kind of things you can do for yourself, but these I feel like are my top 15. They have been my holy grail, my saving grace, my everything in my weight loss, and I hope that they can help you too. It's helped me feel like I have been eating the same way I've always been eating, but it's slightly healthier. It's, you just, I mean, if we're gonna lose weight, you gotta make slightly small changes, and it will lead to big results. So if you have continued watching this whole video, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I was so excited to share it with you. I love sharing my tips. I love helping anyone out. I love getting messages from everyone who has told me that I've helped them. I have helped kick their butt into gear, start losing weight, start WW, start whatever you want to do to better yourself. I appreciate it. So again, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. You'll see more of this cute Oreo face. Please hit the notification bell. Look in the mirror. Remember, we got this. I'm going to try to get a schedule going for you guys, figure out what days I'm going to upload, but for now I'm going to try to upload 3 to 4 times a week. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye guys.